Magandang tanghali, MPC. Kasama na po natin si Chief Presidential Legal Counsel at Presidential Spokesperson Salvador Panelo. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Questions, MPC.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Maricel Halili of TV5.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon. Sir, the Department of National Defense has confirmed na meron daw tayong pinurchase na military o aircraft from the US. I understand the President before has mentioned that we have no plans of having arms deal with the US anymore or acquisition of any military equipment or aircraft following yung failed arms deal with US. So does it mean na open na tayo ang ngayon?
Well, the Secretary of National Defense explains it as the plane will primarily serve as platform to carry senior leaders and commanders in the event of, for example, a crisis situation. That was his explanation.
So
It is similar to an airborne command post. It has a capability better than the ordinary. Like, it requires a short, tawag nun, runway.
So meaning, sir, we're open dun sa idea of purchasing aircraft and military equipment again from US.
Since we started one, that will be the logical consequence.
What made Malacañang or the government change its mind compared dun sa
Wala pa
naunang
naman,
statement?
isa pa lang naman aeroplano. Your question kasi, kung it will open, it might. Depende.
No, kasi sir, before parang firm yung sinasabi ni Presidente na no more acquisition, no more purchasing of aircraft or military equipment from
Siguro
US.
yun lang ang mayroong aeroplanong may kakayahang ganun. Kaya kinonsider.
But naging factor din ba yung relationship ngayon ni Presidente kay US President Donald Trump?
Hindi ko alam. Kasi si ano naman ang nag-negotiate ng sale, Secretary Delphine Lorenzana.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Mr. RJ Balimbin of Business World.
Sir, there is a cabinet meeting on Friday, correct, sir? Sir, nakita mo na yung agenda?
Wala pa, binibigay sa amin on the day itself.
Sir, ma-discuss po kaya yung National Land Use Act again?
National what?
National Land Use Act.
Language?
Land use.
Land use?
Yeah.
Hindi ko pa alam eh.
Alright.
Kasi on the day nga binibigay ang agenda. Dapat tatanungin mo si Secretary Cabsec.
Next po, Mr. Ace Romero from Philippine Star.
Secretary, I will quote the President during his arrival last Sunday. No? Nung tinanong siya on the next PNP chief, sabi niya, wala pa daw, tapos maya-maya madapa na naman, tapos ako ang magkaroon ng problema. What was ano yung meaning niya doon?
Wala siyang sinabi kung anong meaning doon.
Was he referring to the PNP chief?
Hindi
Kasi
ko
sabi
alam.
niya, baka madapa na naman,
I'll ask him.
ako magkaroon ng problema.
I'll ask him kung magkita kami mamaya.
Pero,
Hindi, tinatanong ko nga sa inyo eh. Wala pang sagot eh. Tinatanong ko kung nandito.
pero anong tingin ngayon ni Presidente doon kay PNP chief ngayon given yung recent developments and this statement nga na baka madapa?
Hindi ba sinabi niya na titingnan niya yung magbe-vet pa kung sino? Vet, he will choose. Merong binabanggit na 4, di ba? 4 na pwede. Pero knowing the President, iba naman ang style ni Presidente mga gano'n, di ba?
The
He always keep it to himself.
the PNP chief said nagsalita na si Presidente, therefore we should move on from the Ninja Cups issue. Does the Malacañang agree with that?
Basta yung position ng Malacañang, di ba? He will wait for the recommendation of the DILG Secretary relative to the investigation.
But should we move on already from the issue? Given the investigations are still ongoing, should we move
Iniimbestiga
on?
pa nga eh.
So, dapat na bang mag-move on from the issue?
What do you mean by move on? We will forget
Sinabi
it?
ni PNP Chief
Hindi nga,
Alvarez.
hindi. You have to ask him what does he mean by that.
Pero as far as Malacañang is concerned,
As far as Malacañang is concerned, there is an ongoing investigation as instructed by the President.
so hindi pa tapos yung issue.
Hindi pa kasi wala pa namang rekomendasyon. Eh.
Okay, salamat, Sec.
Follow-up po muna, Ms. Rosalie Coz, UNTV. Microphone.
Siguro ang ibig niya sabihin, move on, huwag na munang pag-usapan, antayin na lang yung findings. Baka naman yun ang ibig niya sabihin. Pero I understand, di ba, according to the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee, meron pa? O so, ano yun, bago o kailan yun? So hindi pa, sinabi lang.
Sir, yung statement ni President about dun sa pagpili ng bagong PNP chief, is that admission na nagkamali na si Pangulo sa pagpili ng PNP chief?
Wala naman siya sinabi, nagkamali siya, di ba?
Maya-maya madapa na naman,
Nag-i-speculate
tapos
lang
ako
tayo.
ang...
Siya ang tanungin nyo. Mahirap mag-interpret sa sinabi niya dahil hindi naman.
Pero
You're
sir,
admitting na, sir.
Hindi, kasi hindi masyadong klaro kung kanino niya nire-refer or whatever.
sir, pwede niyo po ba kaming bigyan ng ideya? Paano ba ang proseso ng pagpili ng susunod na PNP chief?
Pwede
Ano
ba?
ba yung mas matimbang na pakikinggan ng Pangulo? Yung recommendation ba ng PNP chief o ng DILG secretary?
Hindi naman nag-aantay ng recommendation ng Presidente, haven't you noticed? Palaging siya, sarili niya. Siya nag-iimbestiga, nagbe-vet.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Joseph Morang, GMA7.
Sir, nag-admit ka, mahirap interpret sa presidente?
Hindi, yung particular kasi hindi mo alam. I don't interpret the President's statements. No, I only explain what his statements refer to or is meant to be. According to him, not according to me.
So never nag-interpret, sir. Anyway, sir, you mentioned kanina in passing 4 yung names?
Yung mga nababanggit sa dyaryo, I don't even remember their names.
Pero within the cabinet, sir, I'm sure meron eh. Kasi November.
Wala, alam mo, maniwala kayo. Pag may inapoy si Presidente, wala nakakaalam.
Pero wala.
He keeps it to himself.
Pero sir, when he said may mga vetting, meron.
Di ba sabi niya, I'll vet?
Correct.
Oo.
Pero sabihin may shortlist.
Ha?
May shortlist.
Ano shortage?
Shortlist.
Shortlist? Hindi ko alam.
Yung 4 po na sinabi nyo is based from information in the cabinet or
Hindi, nababasa ko lang sa dyaryo.
dyaryo din? Okay.
Miss Jen Kabiling po.
Hi, sir. Sir, ano pong qualification o criteria na hinahanap ni Presidente sa susunod na?
Competence, honest. Palagi naman yun ang kanyang qualification, di ba?
Dapat corruption-free o
Kaya nga honest eh. Pag honest ka, hindi ka corrupt.
walang hinaharap na kaso o hindi na-implicate sa mga sa Ninja Cup or
Basta
sa...
pag you're honest, ibig sabihin wala kang kaso relative to any irregularity. Pag competent ka, ibig sabihin magaling ka sa trabaho mo.
So you believe that the PNP has a deep bench of these honest men deserving of the post?
Every organization naman meron ganong klase. Hindi mawawala yun.
Follow-up po, Miss Julie Aurelio, Inquirer.
Sir, if we try to dissect what the president meant by madadapa, does it mean that na when he chooses the next PNP chief, he will be more cautious po?
Hindi ko alam kung anong ibig sabihin, as I said earlier.
Pero do you agree?
Basta he will decide on the basis of competence and honesty.
Can we say, sir, na definitely, you said na hindi dapat link sa irregularity. Can we say for the definitely na the next PNP chief ay dapat walang bahid ng links do sa Ninja Cups?
Basta yun ang kanyang palaging basis ng appointment, honesty and competence.
Tapos sir, balik ko lang po dun sa, yung sa plea ni General Albayalde to move on. You said earlier na maybe he just wants to stop talking about the issue. Do you
Siguro
agree
baka.
na we should stop talking about the issue?
We should ask him exactly what he means by it.
Pero does the palace think that the public or we should stop talking about the Ninja Cops issue?
In the first place, you can stop public from talking about it. Diba?
Follow-up po, Ms. Tina Mendez.
Sir, good afternoon. Sir, gaano ka-importante sa presidente na personally kakilala niya yung next chief PNP chief na baka galing Davao, nakatrabaho niya? Kasi nakita natin sa iba niyang appointment na importante rin sa kanya yun. So, particular on this post.
Depende kasi. Si Presidente, di ba, minsan hindi niya naman kilala, ina-appoint niya. Like, si Chief Albayalde, hindi naman niya kilala personal na. Si Secretary Briones, hindi niya rin kilala. Secretary Jokno. Marami ring instances.
Does it matter, sir, if the police official...
Sometimes siguro he appoints on the basis of reputation preceding the appointee, kung magandang reputasyon sa labas.
Does it matter, sir, if the police official is from the Philippine Military Academy or the PNPA? What is the policy?
Hindi ko alam kung ano ang magiging criteria niya doon. Basta honest and competent.
Thank you.
Follow-up pa po. Mr. Joseph Morang, GMA 7.
Sir, yung sa Ninja Cops, no, involvement of the generals, I mean yung mga sa 13 na mga high-ranking officials, and some of them were COP and then intel officer. Does it affect the credibility of the drug war? Kasi mukhang, di ba?
Hindi naman.
Why?
Because, unang-una, na-expose sila. Kung na-expose sila, di patay na sila. Nasira na, na-derail na yung kanilang programa. Pangalawa, tuloy pa naman yung ilan naman 13 out of so many thousands of PNP. Kapiranggot lang yun. Kapiranggot lang yun. 13 out of how many are there members of the police force?
Pero sir, yung expulsion after 3 years into the campaign, di ba? So meaning the first 3 years, parang ano ba?
Hindi, marami. Di ba, as I've explained, first there have been many factories of Shabu dismantled. Second, many have been arrested. And even with respect to the policeman, ilan ba yung sinabi kong napatay na, 142 ba? Na police? During the operation against the policeman? O, doon lang, hindi successful ka na. In other words, you neutralize.
Address the public na baka mamaya na parang medyo hindi na sila comfortable dun sa drug war.
Hindi
Na-
na.
They shouldn't?
They should not be comfortable.
I mean, they should
They
be...
should be comfortable. The fact is, the president has dismantled many drug apparatus in this country and jailed many police scalawags involved in the drug operation and arrested many people involved in pushing the illegal drugs. And many have surrendered. Many have been rehabilitated.
Oh, sir, thank you.
Follow-up pa po, other topic na. Other topic, Ms. Joyce Balatro, DZMM.
Actually, follow-up lang, sir, from question ni Mase kanina dun sa jets. Kasi si President Duterte, kasama siya sa pwedeng makinabang nitong bagong biling jets. Was it requested by the President himself?
No. Ano yan? Secretary Lorenzana.
Okay. Sir, sabi po ni Bayan Secretary General Renato Reyes, he's criticizing the purchase kasi po aabot po siya na almost 2 billion. And he said in his Twitter post, when you spend millions of dollars from the comfort of officials while ordinary folks carry the daily burden of transport crisis?
Hindi naman comfort yun. Comfortable ba yun?
It's for the senior officials in times of crisis po.
Kung may in times of crisis, di kailangan mo yon. Kaya nga crisis eh. Then there is necessity. Kung necessity, paano naman magwawaldas ka?
So justified, sir, yung paggastos
Yeah,
natin.
of course. Si Presidente pa, di ba si Presidente napaka-frugal? He doesn't spend unless necessary.
Sir, you also mentioned yesterday in your interviews na the US should be pressured to give us fairer deals.
Hindi ko naman sinabing pressure. Sabi ko baka maging insecure, magbigay na sila ng fair treatment sa atin.
Do you think, sir, itong purchase natin with the US, it's the start of them giving fairer deals to our government?
Sana, hopefully.
Thanks, sir.
Miss Julie of Inquirer. Different topic.
Sir, patanong lang po ng office regarding yung sa anak po ni President Duterte, si
Ang
Veronica.
pag-alam ko, pagaling na siya.
Okay. Sir, knowing the President being a doting father and grandfather, is it likely na he will be at the side of Veronica?
Anyway, he's still
And-
there until now.
So, wala siya this week? He will be absent?
Mukhang wala
from
pa siya
pagkain.
rito.
Okay, sir.
Kasi I haven't received, tinext ko, wala pang sagot. Ibig sabihin, nandun siya.
So doon muna siya, sir, sa to care for Veronica habang pa. I mean, yung confirmation niyo po na pagaling na, did it come from from him?
From the mother.
From the mother po. Ano pong can we share with us kung ano yung
Wala, yun lang, tinanong ko kasi kung okay na. Sabi niya, pagaling na.
the dengue, sir, was contracted when he was in
Hindi ko alam. I didn't ask about that. Tinanong ko lang yung condition.
Sir, tapos di ba si Veronica was inoculated with dengue vaccine?
Hindi ko
Tapos
alam
ngayon,
yun. I don't know about that. Kung
na-inoculate po siya, sir. Tapos ngayon nagka-dengue siya. Do you think, sir, na itong case ni Veronica is a vote against dengue vaccine?
I am not a doctor, so my opinion will be incompetent.
Pero for now, sir, the palace is still pushing for the dengue immunization program.
Yung kung ano yung
Despite
agenda
yung
ng
nangyari kay
DOH,
Veronica.
tuloy pa rin yun. Unless stopped by the President.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Questions and PC. Miss Joseph Morrow.
Sir, comment lang po dun sa study ng Deutsche Bank.
Ang
Quality...
study na,
Deutsche Bank, sir. German. Quality of life index. So, for example, quality of life in general, number 54 tayo out of 56.
Dati.
Hindi ko lang alam, sir, kung...
Yun ang
new
problema.
entry tayo, new entry. New entry
Kailangan alam
nakalagay
natin
dito.
yung previous kung may improvement o...
No, new entry siya, sir. So, wala
Ano,
tayo sa previous survey. We're in the list now. We are number 54
Sa
out
quality.
of 50. Quality of
So,
life.
ibig sabihin, pumasok na tayo sa magandang buhay.
Well, we are, ang kasunod natin, sir, ang susundan natin would be Bangladesh, Indonesia, India, tapos below us would be China and Nigeria. So, aside from the quality of life in general, dun tayo, sir, sa traffic commute time. I'm sure you can relate to this also. We are at number 51. Tapos,
Out of
56, sir. So, does it look like we're having a nice life here in the Philippines?
with respect dun sa quality of life, baka it refers dun sa, is there food on the table? Are there hospitals providing you with health care? Diba? So, kung in reference to that, baka yun ang ibig sabihin. Pero kung sa traffic, may problema tayo sa Maynila. Maynila lang naman yun.
Dun yan, Manila, sir, yung measure. So, you agree naman that we are, yung 51 talagang, we deserve that ranking in terms
Hindi
of
ko alam
maybe traffic.
kasi, I don't think I'll be competent to judge that. Mga experts yung hindi naman tayo expert doon.
Pero do we feel that we are at number 51? I mean, given the traffic situation?
Mahirap kasi dahil unang-una hindi natin line yon. Para mag-speculate lang ako doon. You can only say out of your own experience that you're having problems with going to a place, if you're short of a time, madi-delay ka talaga.
Sir, purchasing power number 53. So medyo bottom rank tayo, sir.
Tumaas ba purchasing power?
Well, number 53 out of 56. So yun yung mga medyo mababa tayo na ranking.
Pero siguro, what we should consider is nagkaroon ng improvement ang ating, when the economy improves, then there should be an improvement on the quality of life.
To us, what are proper indicators? What is the more appropriate indicator of a good life for
Yun na nga,
majority?
di ba gusto
Food on
ni
the
Presidente,
table?
komportable ang buhay natin. Ibig sabihin lang naman nun, is there food on the table when you need to eat? When you're sick? Are healthcare available? Do you have money to buy clothes?
Sir, ano lang, di ko alam kung natanong na sa inyo before, do you agree that there is a transportation crisis?
Ano bang ibig nila sabihin ng transportation crisis? Ang nakikita ko lang traffic, hindi yung transportation. Mayroong transportation naman. Kakasakay naman tayo lahat.
Mass transport. Ang quote pala, sir, is mass transport crisis. So as
Hindi
far
ba
as...
nandiyan pa naman yung tatlong LRT ba yan? No, nabasa ko yung paliwanag niya. Dati halos araw-araw. Nagbabag down. Ngayon daw once a week na lang. So may laki daw improvement.
And that's good, once a week na lang.
Aba kung araw-araw tapos ngayon once a week, di laki nga improvement.
Okay. So you don't agree, sir, na meron tayong mass transport?
Oo nga namang wala pa.
Wala pa?
Wala. Kasi nga, nakakarating pa naman yung mga dapat makarating sa kanilang papuntahan.
Kailan ang tanong? So, for you,
May
okay
solusyon
yun.
naman doon. If you want to arrive early in your destination, then you go there earlier.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Follow-up po muna si Miss Julie from Inquirer.
Sir, may mga netizens po kasi na nagreklamo, like for those affected by the breakdown of the LRT2, those who are coming from the eastern part of GMA, of Greater Metro Manila, may mga netizens na nagreklamo, it takes them 7 hours, 6 hours just to travel to their destinations, usually here in Metro Manila or Manila. So, does the palace think na given the recent breakdown of the LRT2, ay wala pong mass transport crisis na nangyayari?
Then, ang solution doon, there should be improvement in the LRT. Kung anong problema nila. Wow, why it's bagging down? So, ibig sabihin, maintenance ang problema. You're not maintaining it properly. So, I think the management of LRT should know how to respond to this.
Is the President aware po of what happened recently? At yung effect nito sa commuters natin?
The President receives briefers from every department. So, he knows.
Follow-up po muna si Sir RJ.
Sir, do you think 9 months is too long to fix that part of the LRT too? Is it too long or...
As I said, dapat ang management should respond to that kind of questions. Kasi, bakit nagbabag down? Ang palagi naririnig ko kasi worn out, walang pyesa. Parang yung mga problema ngayon, kadali lang naman bigyan ng solusyon yun. Umorder ka ng irregular ang maintenance mo.
So you want them to justify the 9-month period?
I want them to improve their services. If I were to be asked. Kasi kung ang problema lang nga palaging nahihinto yung operation, ibig sabihin something must be wrong. Bakit di nila nagagawa ng paraan? Baka kailangan ng palitan yung LRT. Bago naman, bumili ng bagong LRT. Ilang taon na ba yan nag-operate? Ano yung Japanese ba yan? O siguro pumili na sila ng mas quality LRT.
Follow-up po, Mr. Raymond Tinaza, Bamboradio.
Sir, so, okay, if
Ewan.
ever na wala pang mass transport crisis, you've mentioned na nakakarating pa naman sa yung mga dapat makarating. So, but yung ganun, sir, should the public now, especially those affected by this problem in LRT2 and in the public transport, should just embrace and accept the situation?
No. Kaya nga sinabi ko, dapat magkaroon ng improvement. Hindi naman po pwedeng forever tayong ganito. As I said, if the problem is on the kind of transport we have, then there is a solution to that. You change the means of transportation itself, or if there is a problem on the operation with respect to spare parts, hindi rin problema yun. Madali rin gawa ng paraan. I cannot understand why they're gonna do that. If they're gonna do that, then there's something wrong with management.
So therefore, just like what the president usually does when he wants something done, you are demanding now LRT2 management to step up and
They should improve on the services and tell us exactly what's their problem so that we can do something about it.
Thank you, sir.
Ms. Tina Mendez.
No. So, sir, in relation to mass transport, is there a need for the LTFRB to expedite a release of franchises and the routes for the modernization of jeepneys? Marami kasi raw pending ngayon, even if 2017 pa nag-order ang Malacañang ng modernization of jeepneys. Kasi pwede siyang alternative transportation kung wala itong babagal operation ng LRT2.
That's the call of the LTFRB. There must be a reason why there is a delay, kung may delay man.
So should we
It
ask?
should be competent to know whether or not it has to grant franchises to help ease the problem on transport.
Sir, can we say that Malacañang will ask the DOTR and LTFRB at least to update us on these developments?
As I said, these offices and departments submit regular briefer to the president.
Questions? Mr. Joseph.
Sir, would you care to comment on the PET? I know it's been deferred, but what do we know? Probably
Ano yung
Palasite.
PET?
Presidential Electoral Tribunal, Marcos versus Robredo, sir.
We will leave it to them. We are not. We will leave it to the tribunal to decide on its own whatever pending cases it has.
And accept whatever it decides on?
Whatever, well, you know, the president is always on the side of the law. Whatever the law says, we should enforce it.
Sir, alam niyo po ba yung sa Rule 65 sa PED? Because I think that's the bone of contention in the issue. Na parang initially, ang kailangan ni-resolve ng Supreme Court is the rule, so they have to follow 65, meaning identify first 3 pilot provinces, and then if you have...
3.
Sir. And then if you have recoveries, meaning may mga nakita na pagbabago sa mga boto, and then you can proceed to the next step, which is a wider recount and revision. Ngayon kasi, sir, parang medyo may inclination na the PET will do away with Rule 65 and instead just grant maybe a wider recount and revision. Do you agree that the PET should do away with Rule 65, or should they follow it?
Again, we will not intrude into the competence and the authority of the Vice Presidential Electoral Tribunal.
PET, sir, presidential.
Presidential Electoral Tribunal. It has to decide on its own on the basis of what is required by law and the evidence.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Sir, do you have update na nung defense cooperation with Russia? I understand nag-tour si Presidente.
Nag-ano?
Nag-tour, nag-inspect ng Russian helicopters. Were you there?
Narinig ko lang na galing sila doon when they got inside the aircraft, nanggaling daw sila. Wala naman ibang kwentuhan kundi galing kami doon.
So tuloy yung purchase ng helicopters?
Hindi ko pa alam. Malalaman ko yun siguro. Tinext ko doon si Secretary Delphine, wala pa sagot.
Hopefully sa next briefing, sir.
Let's see.
Thank you.
Next, Miss Eileen Taliping, Abante.
Sir, good afternoon. Sir, the government loses another case versus the Marcoses. This is the 1 billion civil suit. Do you think the government lawyers did their best?
I don't know whether they did their best. What I know is that it has been dismissed. And the courts dismissed it on the basis
Because
of,
this case has been
on the
tagal
basis
na
of
to
evidence. Ibig
Yes.
sabihin, kung na-dismiss, di merong reason for the dismissal.
Pero inahawakan to ng Office of the Solicitor General, so it means to say, pinag-aralan nila yung kaso.
Alam nyo, kahit na pinakamagaling kang abogado, kung kulang ang ebidensya mo, wala rin mangyayari. Ang laman ng kasi sa hukuman ebidensya. Kung kulang ebidensya mo, and the court feels na you have not proven your case will be dismissed. But it doesn't mean na talagang talo ka. Kulang lang yung ebidensya mo.
So, sir, what do you think will be the next step for the government?
Wala Kung na-dismiss na, ano pong magagawa?
Goodbye na. Thank
Pero,
you.
bakit? Hindi pa sila nag-file ng MR? Mayroon pa naman. May MR pa, mayroon pang appeal. Hindi pa tapos yan. Sandigan bayan pa lang yan. I think it will. Lagi naman ganun Wala namang hindi nagpa-file ng MR.
Questions? Follow up, Miss Rosalie. Miss Rose, si Miss Rosalie po. Follow up po.
Naka-live ba tayo?
Sir, follow.
Sa TV wala pa. Sa live streaming.
Sound. Sir, sabi po ni dating chairperson ng Commission on Human Rights, Eta Rosales, naging timid daw po yung PCGG under the Duterte administration.
Naging timid?
Yeah. Naging weak. Timid at saka feeble po.
Ano bang ibig niya sabihin? Hindi ba yung lahat ng mga kaso ng PCGG na i-file na noon pa? Puro... sino ba may hawak nun? Hindi naman itong administrasyon na ito. Kumbaga, puro minana lang ng administrasyon.
Sir Joseph.
So you said the government will appeal the ruling sa Supreme Court. Why should we appeal?
Hindi ko alam kung mag-a-appeal sila. Sabi ko, ang tanong ko nga kung nag-appeal na, but ordinarily the government always appeal naman. And for that matter, all litigants appeal pag talo sila. So depende yung kay Soldier.
Okay.
That will depend on him.
Do you think he will?
I don't
Given
know.
that, you
I will
know-
ask him. I will ask him.
Pero sir, kung ayaw niya,
Kung ayaw niya, ayaw ko siyang abogado Paano?
so bahala si...
Depende sa ano niya kasi on discarte. If he feels na kahit na i-appeal niya, ganun pa rin ang magiging desisyon, hindi na siguro mag-a-appeal yun. Pero if he feels na mali ang evaluation ng Sandigan Bayan, mag-a-appeal yun.
Sir, si OSG hindi naman siya shy about his fondness for the Marcoses. Do you think that... So OSG, Kalida.
Oh.
Do you think that will play into the decision of whether the government will appeal?
Si Solgen will always base his decision on the basis of the law and the evidence on hand.
Sir, a question on principle. Should we run after the Marcoses? Recover all these alleged ill-gotten properties?
Kung ill-gotten, we should always run after. Basta ill-gotten, hindi na kailangan tanongin yun. it should be a policy of all governments to run after ill-gotten wealth.
Okay, thank you.
Wala na pong tanong. Salamat po, Secretary Panelo. Salamat, MPC.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
Thank you po. Balik na po tayo sa PTV at Radyo Pilipinas.
Wala pa eh.